This is a strange message, but I was hearing the Inspector Gadget theme song. Inspector Gadget. This is a cartoon that was put out in 1980 and it played through until 1990. What I'm getting is we have somebody spying on you. This could be you looking for something. In this cartoon, Inspector Gadget is going after Dr. Claw, and he is the owner of the evil organization called MAD. So somebody here is mad, but Gadget has his detective, Penny, who is a teenager. She is on the case and she can hack computers and keep an eye on things behind the scenes. He also has Brain, who is the loyal dog and highly intelligent, who follows Gadget around in disguise to protect him. So it sounds like you have somebody here that could be mad and spying on you, but you have your angels and ancestors here protecting you behind the scenes, helping you stay focused where the brain is coming in. And you have your intuitive senses here playing detective at all times, watching your surroundings. Your intuition is on point, and you have all of the tools you need to seek information from a higher perspective. Something about you is spreading like wildfire, and somebody is very angry. So that's where I'm going to start. I want to see what does Spirit want you to look out for while you're on this journey, what could be coming in for you, and then what information is at the end. We're going to pull a message here and see what is this energy that's around you. We have two. Let's get one more. What is the signs or symbols? All right, coming in. On the bottom is joy. So put on a happy face. Don't let anybody disrupt your happiness. So we have key. You have a new key. You may find a key. You may actually have a new key ring or something along those lines. This style of key may be on your key ring, could be a house key, but you have a key to a new door. And so you are looking or searching for that, or you're going to find a new key. This could be unlocking something that you felt was challenging. We have Pluto here and Scorpio energy. That's deep emotional change. That is what is spreading. All of this change, you're making some sort of impact on your community. Could be your family. Maybe you bought a new car, you bought a new home, something there, and it's spreading around town. People are talking. Number 17 may be significant. We have healing with medical staff. So you may hear sirens, but you also may be driving and have to pull over for an ambulance. That may be a sign here that you're on the right track, that something may come to light. You hear sirens. What are you thinking about at that point? That's going to be something very healing for you. Could be a new opportunity. Whatever it is you're thinking about at that time could be bringing in peace. You may see a painting of a peace sign on a wall, under a bridge, something like that. We have the initial KS, maybe significant for you. Something here is going to bring in a sense of peace. Whatever you're searching for, or whatever is being brought up for you, is a very healing opportunity. You may have came into this very peaceful place in your life, and that's unlocked this door. You may be seeing healing symbol there. That symbol, you may work in the medical field as well. Getting caution cone. like the orange cones. Something about an orange cone, like the rubber old cones though. And then the daisies here, pink daisies. And then the planet Jupiter, expansion. So there's a sense of expansion, higher learning. We're gonna see here now with this deck, what is the energy that's spreading? Energy that's spreading through the collective here. What is the energy spreading here? There's something spreading like wildfire. I'm seeing fire in this. Or something is melting. Your fire, or you're extinguishing a fire within. Something that was causing pain is no longer taking control. That's changing. The way you're perceiving a situation is different. What is this spreading of energy through the collective? Okay. We have Anunnaki light codes, an energetic shift, new information, and end of a cycle. So there is the end of, it feels like a healing cycle, shifting into new peaceful opportunities. Feels like relief. Oh my gosh, the Holy Grail. Looks like the biggest cup of love, replenishment, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. So it's like you are the detective here, seeking new opportunities and information, healing yourself, and shifting into a place of peace and harmony. What I wrote down was changes have to happen. The only thing constant is change. It's the cycle of life. Life still must go on. The way we perceive change is ultimately up to us. So it's learning a new way. Yeah. We have clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy with crystal skull wisdom. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, this is divine healing and sacred energy. We got people mad because you are healing, you are growing, you are expanding, and you are shifting into a new version of yourself. You've put in a lot of work here. You're finding peace within yourself. You have used all of the tools, and you have called on your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, whatever higher power you believe in, to assist you along the way. You have been open to the opportunities that present to you. You have went through some deep, painful cycles, but you still have maintained your balance and integrity and love. Oh, I love this. So, is there somebody here that is upset with the viewer? Let's see. We have an energy, Dr. Claw. Somebody is mad about your new opportunities. Yes. Somebody's hiding in the shadows, could be lying, could be upset because you are improving your life. This could be somebody that deceived you. This could be an aspect of yourself too in the past where you were telling yourself that you couldn't take an opportunity, that you needed more time to heal or you needed more information. But that's not true. You are what you seek. You were seeking love. You were pouring into yourself here, and you are sacred. You are learning about your sacred self. Signs and synchronicities. You have been following the signs and synchronicities. You have clarity. You have love in your heart. You are not even looking at the road here. You're just going with whatever you feel called to do. Not what the sign post says, what your intuition is saying. Because some things have been deceptive in the past. You no longer are falling for tricks. Somebody here in the energy is upset that you are not falling for their tricks. It could be a earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could have been someone that you had a legal situation with, Justice, Libra energy. So let's see. What else can you tell me about this person or situation? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So we have water energy, maybe a water sign. You may be a water sign. We do have Scorpio here. I feel like you could be this Scorpio energy. Pluto is out here. That's Scorpio's ruling planet. Deep emotional transformation. That is you. You're going through this shift. So what else? Who is this person in the energy or this aspect of yourself possibly? We have affair. Somebody is sneaking around in your energy. A secret lover. This could be somebody that has eyes for you. It looks like this person here is upset that you are dating, could be, or somebody's just trying to gather information about you. Secret love. Somebody may want to come around. Oh, you're relaxing, trying to disrupt your peace. Yeah, somebody may be trying to disrupt your peace. All right, what else? Let's get one more here and we're going to move on. We have expect changes, and sometime in autumn, something may have happened in autumn, depending on where you are in the world. So we're in spring right now, heading into summer in the northern hemisphere. So that may be your season, but we still have that fox here. It's almost like somebody saw you talking to someone or is trying to catch you talking to someone, or you may be trying to see if somebody is interested in someone else. I feel like you are getting some sort of information. Let me see. We have regret, sadness, and guilt. Soul mission. Okay, I feel like this is an external energy. But again, you can always take any messages as they resonate. I feel that this reading is saying this is your energy up here, and what is coming in for you is the end of a cycle. You have been following the clues. You have been healing. You may have actually moved on from a cycle. You ended a cycle. You might have been seeking truth here in a connection. Somebody could have been sneaking around. You're getting information. You may have noticed this person was being secretive. You could be watching them, checking to see if your intuition is right. If you're not watching them, they're watching you. There's somebody watching somebody here. And then something has changed, or you're expecting a change. There is an energetic shift coming in. Change is coming. And I feel like it's bringing in peace. This fox here has his eyes closed, looking peaceful. So this could be you watching somebody else sneaking around with another person. And you may be mad at this person, or you may have been mad in the past. You healed this part of you. There's some sadness here on the bottom. And we also have awakening. So it's like you have awakened to this soul mission. This is part of a lesson, part of your healing. And there could have been a lot of arguments. Under that was new love or reconciliation. So let's take a look and see. Who is this person? Somebody was lying. There was some secrecy. When it comes to the viewer here, Spirit, what is this lies and deception here? Finding the clue I'm hearing. We have engagement ring, partnership, a commitment. Did somebody lie about wanting a commitment? Did they conceal another partnership? Again, it kind of feels like something here, secret love. They may lie to you that they wanted something more. Here's the keys. Many options, one night stand. This says decision. You may have had a decision to make here. What are these signs and synchronicities here? The messages the viewers receiving? Separation, sadness, thinking about you, unsure of the future. So could be something about roses here. Again, you're unsure of the path here. You are still healing from this partnership, from these lies. So you're still healing from this situation, missing this person, but you're like, I still have to keep moving. Like that cartoon, it says, go, go, gadget. Got to keep going through the sadness, through the separation, through the uncertainty. On the bottom is the phoenix. It's time to transform, change. And this says changed mind. You changed your perception. You changed your perspective of this situation. You rose above it. You walked through the fire. Okay. Who is this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy? This water sign. It could be a lot of emotions. How to heal your emotions here. What is this? Hand of cards. You had to take a chance. You were being strategic. You had a lot of options here, a lot of choices to make. And I feel like you were just playing your cards right, I'm hearing. Learning how to control your emotions, heal your emotions, and taking a risk towards whatever it was that was bringing in a new beginning. I'm just getting you had to keep going. We have the snake on the bottom. Yeah, as I was getting earlier, the brain, trusting in your knowledge and being aware of your surroundings. You also have divine protection, watching out for the snakes in your energy. You know, it feels like you were already scanning for danger, the enemy, looking over your shoulder here. Highly aware and in tune with your intuition. So what is going on with the secret sneaking around photograph? Looking at your photos. Somebody could be literally taking pictures. That's what I'm getting from that. Watching you from a distance, taking pictures. You may be doing this. They could be watching you online. This says missing you and nostalgia. It feels like gathering information. I feel like you have gathered some information and you're not showing your cards yet. You just know that you have the information. So what is this changes here in autumn? What is the changes? Oh, we have two. We have love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love. We have a call coming in, and we have the dragonfly. Be lighthearted. You're finding something out, the new information. Things are coming to light. And then it says adapt, change, and heal. Wow, so you are getting messages. Whatever you were looking for, whatever you were trying to close out, the information is coming in. It's all coming to light. You're changing, you're growing, you're healing, bringing in harmony and peace to whatever this situation that feels like it was pretty heavy here. Lots of self-love. Your cup is overflowing. High vibrational energy, soaring to new heights. Then we have girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment and having fun. So you may actually be going through a separation, a long time partnership. You could have found information and may have even been with one of your friends. You could have seen them at a restaurant with your partner. Let's take a look here. Yeah, in a love connection. All right. That's crazy. Inspector Gadget. All right. Somebody is mad or going to be mad, or this may have already happened, and they're stressed out. Somebody is stressing out. What is this situation here, Spirit? Let's take a look at the past. I want to take a look at what happened here in the past. We'll do present and future. We'll get some advice. Okay, Spirit, angels, ancestors. What happened in the past for the viewer? Past energy, please, for the viewer. The Hermit, shining the light, soul reflection, looking for the star. The star is in the lantern. So the star is hope, faith, balance, and renewal energy. But you're in solitude, seeking higher wisdom, withdrawn, and soul searching, looking for the truth. Yeah, in your destiny. What is changing? Looking for change. The wheel is part of the plan, I'm hearing. This is part of the plan. You have two major arcanas. We have Virgo here, all fixed energy. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius energy. All of the books here, something here about you've learned. You're shining the light on all of the deceptive energy. Light codes, Anunnaki light codes. That's where you're finding this information, and it's changing the wheel in your favor. This is the past energy. 10 of Pentacles. Yes, this could have changed a family situation. changing your destined legacy, changes in your legacy, changes in your finances, changes in your long-term success. This was part of the plan. Okay. When it comes to the current energy, what is currently going on? Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This can talk about mother energy. This also talks about someone who is very focused on career, growth, earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be someone who is married, nurturing, grounded, family life. Currently, what else? Eight of Pentacles. There's a lot of pentacles. Feeling like focusing on work, mastering your stability. What else? More pentacles. Three pentacles. Collaborating. The moon behind the scenes, in secret. Something is coming to light about this negative energy, this negative person, situation. The Hermit here is shining the light on the dark aspect of this connection, this relationship that has been weighing very heavy. Confusion, blocking. Somebody has been blocking you from walking away to what has been fair, from walking away to being single. Somebody doesn't want you to walk away. Currently, it feels like you do very well on your own, or you've mastered your techniques. You are very knowledgeable when it comes to working with other people. You work very hard. You probably have a lot of financial stability, and somebody doesn't want you to leave, or this hasn't came to light yet that somebody has been sneaking around. Maybe you have an inkling, but you haven't quite found proof. I feel like you've already seen something here with the Hermit. You've soul searched. Somebody else trying to hide something from you about finances. All right, let's see. What is coming in the future energy? What's in the future energy? The Chariot. There's the forward movement, the shift, the determination, leaving behind the past and looking out to the future. You'll be standing at the crossroads here in the near future, ready to move, actually moving, physically having the keys to a new place, looking at the globe and traveling long distance. With the ninth house, could be long distance travel. And the Five of Cups, leaving behind old emotions, past regrets, pain, sadness, or guilt. The dark cloak, I'm just getting, you're taking that off. The Four of Wands, this feels like a connection that you are in. Move forward, yeah, and close that out. To find success in a relationship that's been draining your emotions, it feels like a plan to leave something behind and finally close that chapter out, because you're healing and you've seen the spiritual truth. This is like your intuition has been in tune. You've followed the signs. You got the information you needed. Here's that Scorpio energy. Went through a deep emotional transformation. And it's like you're ready for what it is you want. Page of Cups. Creativity. Emotional start. New energy here. You're being divinely guided to move forward. So let's take a look here. I feel like somebody was trying to hold you back from walking away for a long time. It could be an Aquarius, air sign here. You had to heal. There's been a lot of conflict and jealousy here. All right, I feel like you're doing well. Again, I just keep seeing moving on. You're living in the moment. You're having fun. You're finding yourself. There's changes, ending of a cycle. Right here, I feel like you've already started shifting in a positive direction. It does feel like a long-term commitment that you've built with someone. You may have to leave behind. This could have already shifted. What is this? I want to see. What is in the past? What is this Hermit? The Death card. Yes, there was an end. And the deep emotional transformation. High Priestess. And the Strength. There's a lot of major arcana here. You've went through this deep transformation. Trusting in your intuition. You've had the inner strength and wisdom to keep moving forward, even if you felt like you were in a place of stagnation. You've been going through this healing process. You could have been working through a family situation or something around your career. All right, currently I feel like you're building your finances, or it could be your health here. What is going on currently here for the viewer? What is the Eight of Pentacles? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is you working on your self-love currently. When it comes out in reverse, it's needing to pour more back into yourself because you feel like you have been, wow, financially drained, or your health has been drained, mentally and physically drained. There's balance coming in with justice. So this could be somebody who was very manipulative. You could be going through a divorce where you have to split your assets. Why the Five of Pentacles is here. Somebody's getting half of what you own, something that you've worked very hard for, you built together. Now it's coming to an end. This person may not be playing fair with you. That's why the justice is coming in. Something needs to be fair. A legal situation needs to be a fair offer with the Page of Cups. You could be feeling emotionally drained from this. Okay. Why is the Five of Cups here in the outcome? Again, you're still feeling emotionally drained. There is the end. There's the end of that cycle. The world, it's closing up. The near future, new information, no more going back and forth with unfair situations. Everything is going to be balanced out here on the physical realm. This is an earthly matter. So in your financial situation, or splitting assets, or your health, or the self-love, whatever was changing for you, the hard times here are balancing out, and you're going to feel more self-reliant, confident, healthy, and happy. Yes, because you're removing the deception, the lies, the manipulation. You're done with it. You're getting away from that quickly. No more blocks or holds. You're moving away from that. And it could be someone who is very controlling. An Aries, you're healing. So we have Cancer energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all fixed signs. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio. The Star, Aquarius. Healing. No more juggling. Just healing. So the Moon, Pisces, hidden. Oh my God, the Sun and the Moon. This is your feminine, masculine. A balancing of your energy. Standing up for yourself, freeing yourself from this toxic energy. What was weighing heavy? The heaviness and the confusion. The divine feminine energy is coming into balance here. Temperance. Look at that. It's like you're standing up for your freedom here. Free from this energy. That is what is shifting. That's beautiful. Things are coming to light. What once was hidden is not going to be hidden any longer. Wow. Okay. Victory and success. King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. We have Queen of Pentacles. So this King of Pentacles, what is under that? Yes. So this King of Pentacles may have been with a fire sign, which caused this connection to split. And now you have new energy, because there is the Four of Wands. Caused conflict and drama in a love partnership, and that ended for this Empress. See, there's the Empress, ended. And now you're currently working on a new perspective in this challenge. But things are shifting. Keep focusing on your self-love, because you're shifting the energy. All right, let's get a message from the Akashic Records today. What is the final message for the viewer? It feels like a third party. Somebody brought in somebody into a connection, broke apart, or maybe it was just the time for this to end. I always believe that things happen, doors have to close so new doors can open. And although it hurts and it's painful, it feels like there's something else aligning for you behind the scenes. And you're finding yourself again, because somebody here, they have very negative energy. Dr. Claw, malicious plan they had. Okay, Spirit, thank you. Can we get one more? Well, those wanted to come out. So we have bring balance. You're putting too much energy into something, creating lack somewhere else. Take action now to correct the situation or risk further imbalance, which could lead you to undesired results. The thing I was seeing was either focusing too much on work and maybe not enough on your self-love, because that was in reverse. Not focused on what this person is doing. Stay focused on you, what you're building, because they already done fucked up. So they can deal with their consequences. I understand that it could be hurtful and painful, but something has to shift so you can move on towards something that's going to be beneficial for you. Because this was a part of your journey here, to shift out of whatever that cycle was. We have protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. And in the beginning, I was getting, you do have angels, ancestors. Always call on those if you need help. I feel like you are already shining the light on this person, and you already have the information that you need. Trust in yourself. You've got this. You've worked hard to get this far, and you have the ability to create the things you desire. Learning to trust in yourself and your abilities will take you to your highest timeline. Absolutely. And here you are. You're working, you're skilled, you're focused. You have a lot of grounded, loving energy. You are moving along nicely here. So things are about to shift and end for you, so balance can be restored. So that is the message I have for you today. I hope this has helped. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. Bye.